Your sample might sound good, but it might be too clean to actually sound vintage. A lot of producers try to make a beat sound old school, but it still has that sharp digital top end. Then once you add the artist's vocal, everything can start fighting for space. So in this quick video, I'm going to show you this one simple move that can make your samples feel more analog, more dusty, and more like they came from an old school record. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video because this gem can be used by trap producers, boom bap producers, soul, R&B, all producers alike. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a listen to this sample as is, and we're gonna listen to the top end. This sample actually came from YouTube, so this is a great starting point because I know this is where a lot of you guys are getting some of your gems. So let's take a listen. All right, pretty cool sounding sample, right? So what I'm gonna do here now, here in the parametric EQ, I'm just gonna go ahead and start by shelving off that top end. Now, personally, I like to turn off the graph that shows me where all the sounds are as far as the frequencies, and I like to just use my ears. This is something that I was taught years ago. I want you guys to start implementing this, but of course, if you're not at that point, it's fine. But let's go ahead and start by shaving off some of that top end. All right, guys, and I want you to notice that I didn't just do a big cut, just taking off all of the high end of the sample. I liked a little bit of that hiss, and I just wanted to subdue some of that so it still had that vintage analog sound. I noticed a lot of you guys just do these major cuts and just take off everything. I really hope you guys stop doing that because I know that's like misinformation that's being just kind of passed around in the production space. Use your ears. Once again, that's why I turn off the graph showing me all the frequencies. Not only do we have a more subdued sound, the high end is much more tame. This is also going to open up space for the drums to be crispier and snappier. Sometimes as producers, we like to get the sample sounding right, and then we just add the drums on top of that. And we're like, okay, everything is fire. It sounds good. But I'm telling you, once you take off some of that top end, you're going to notice the drums are just snapping a little bit harder and popping a little bit harder on those higher mid-range frequencies. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the drums on top of it, and we're just going to take a listen. Right, so there we go. We made the top end much more subdued. I think I might have pulled up a little bit too much top end, so I'm going to go ahead and push things a little bit back up so that way I have a nice little balance between where things were and where things currently are, so we don't have all of those, you know, soulful vocals so pulled back. And that's another great thing about A and Bing things, turning things on and off. Right here in FL Studio, just this little green button, you can help to level set yourself so you're not doing too much one way or too little in another way. You can figure out what's gonna work best. All right, guys, so that's a simple gem. I hope you enjoyed it, and please use it on your next beat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. My name is Desmond A, and I'll be back with more great videos. Peace. Wait, before you go, make sure you go to DesmondASounds.com where you can get free FL Studio patcher plugins, free loops, free guides, everything you need to level up your music production. Once again, go to DesmondASounds.com or click the link in the description. Go there now and totally transform your music production.